What is up, guys? Thank you for checking out another video, guys. I really appreciate that. If you're new to the channel and want more videos on all things metal, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Before we get started, there's a couple things I need to ask you to make sure you're in the right place. If you have money that you don't know what to do with, just sitting in your account, you don't want it on a screen anymore, you want to get it out of the bank, you want to get a little bit out of the stock market, and you want to move into something more physical, then you're in the right place. If you want to diversify your portfolio by doing something a little unorthodox, you're in the right place. Or are you one of those people that have trouble saving money? Then you are also in the right place. All three types of those people I just mentioned are gonna want to watch this video. So hang around. It seems that there's been a little bit of an influx as far as people looking into investing or getting into silver. And if you just look at what's going on in the world, it makes a lot of sense. If you've done any basic research on gold and silver, any historical charts or any charts of the dollar versus silver over the last 20 years or anything like that, or if you look at silver over the last year, in which case it has gone up 50% and gold has gone up 30% in the last year. There's a reason why that is happening. And that is because of everything that's going on in the world. We have the dollar that is getting battered. We have an economy that's in question. We don't know what president is going to be in office. And the stock market is as volatile as I've seen it in a very long time. So for all those reasons, we have a lot of new people investigating precious metals. We're starting to see commercials on gold and silver. It's on mainstream media. This is considered to be somewhat unorthodox for any investor, for anyone that's new, really. It's pretty unorthodox. It's very strange when you tell people, I stack silver. You kind of get a look. But the truth is, silver has been around for thousands of years. It was used for trade. It was used as currency. And now it has evolved into something else. It has evolved into a safe haven for your wealth. So 3 ways silver is good for you. And I'm going to talk to 3 different types of people. You might fall into one of the categories. You might fall into 2. You might fall into all 3. So the first one is if you have trouble saving money. Silver locks up your money. Not only that, it satisfies a few addictions that you might have that you don't even realize you have, like buying online, or wanting to get mail with your name on it, or wanting to collect something, wanting a hobby. All those things can attribute to you not being able to save money. Silver satisfies those things. You could go shopping online. There's a massive variety, and it can be considered a healthy hobby, a healthy financial hobby. Let's put it that way. Plus, in order for you to make any type of impulse buy, you're going to use your debit card, your credit card, or anything else. You're not going to be able to use any of this for impulse buys. Those days are gone. You're going to have to grab this, go and sell it, mail it, put it online. There's a lot of effort to liquidate this silver into cash to be able to make any sort of impulse buys. So if you also are one of those people that get into card collecting and then 2 months later decide, you know what, this is not for me, and then get into another hobby, I want to get into video games or whatever the hobby is, then this is great for you. Trust me. And seeing it grow over time, right in front of you, being able to handle it, this is where silver separates itself from our currency the way it is today. What is your definition of wealth? Is it a number on a screen, or is it physical wealth, physical assets? Really depends on your way of thinking, but you could literally see your wealth growing in the physical world, not on a computer screen. Number two is if you want to diversify. So if you got some money in the stock market and see that it's becoming more and more volatile, which it has been over the past couple months, there's a lot of uncertain things. There's a lot of question marks in the world right now. So if you want to get into something a little bit more stable, I won't lie to you, silver has been a little volatile as well, but nowhere near what the stock market has been. Nowhere near. Or maybe you just want to diversify. You just want something else. You want something that is not normal. You want something that's long-term, something that is physical, something more like an asset than an investment, more of a hedge than an investment. You just want that different thing in your portfolio. Silver is great for that. Now, silver, I have to mention, is not meant to be a 3-month game, a 6-month game, or even a year game. The longer you hold your silver, the more valuable it becomes. If you look at silver versus the dollar, if you look at silver versus inflation or anything like that, you look up any of those types of charts, you will see that silver is inflation resistant. So the longer you hold it, the more valuable it becomes. This is a long-term deal. So if you want something that you don't have to check every single day like the stock market, you can wake up, get on the market at 9:30, and you're down $1,000. You don't have to do that with silver. Very slow moving. Yes, it is a little volatile recently, but you're not going to wake up and see silver just totally crash. It's very, very, very rare. To me, that's one of the most attractive things. It's not having to check the silver price every single day. Having to be worried, oh man, is it going to crash today? Are people going to take in their profits? It's very slow moving. And like I said, the longer you hold it, the more valuable it becomes. Not only that, it's an asset. If you look up the definition of wealth, it'll tell you a plethora of assets. Another great way it is something to diversify with is that you could actually pass this down to your children, to your grandkids. You could use half of it to put towards retirement and the other half towards your kids, towards your grandkids. And you had fun along the way, buying different things, getting excited when you find deals, or silver dips in price a little bit, you could buy some. It's just a totally different feeling than most of our normal, what is considered normal investments, or 401ks, or hedge funds, or retirement funds, whatever you want to call it. It's just very, very different. And then number 3, which is probably one of the biggest ones and probably the thing that separates silver from a lot of what we're used to, and that is security. The bottom line is silver offers a sense of security that stocks cannot do. 401k cannot do. Pensions cannot do. It offers physical security. You own it, you hold it, you have it, it's in your safe, it's in your possession, it can't disappear. You can't wake up one day, go on the computer, and realize your silver's gone. Doesn't work that way. It's in your possession. And that alone is way more security than any stock can give you, any 401k, any pension can give you. That's the bottom line. This is a physical asset that offers physical security that you have in your possession. And nobody, no matter what the temperature is outside or in the world, can change the fact that you own precious metals and you have it in your home. Another thing is it locks up your wealth. It locks up your wealth. And that comes back to the inflation rate. Just look up the inflation rate over the last 20 years and you will see what I mean by locking up your wealth. And another thing, we don't know what's going to happen as far as currency goes. Now, I don't like to get into conspiracy theories, and this could be considered somewhat a conspiracy theory. We don't know if we're going to ditch the dollar and move into something else. We don't know if we're going to go fully crypto. We don't know. A digital currency. We have no idea. Where does that leave you? Well, if you have silver, it doesn't really matter as long as you have physical silver. So once again, there's that physical security that even the dollar cannot offer you. The next thing is it's a negative asset. And what I mean by negative asset is if you own a home and the housing market crashes, if the economy collapses, if we enter in a recession, silver will go up in price. Anything that is negative in the world, any volatility that's in the world, or uncertainty or question marks, all that stuff fuels the gold and silver price, and it's the exact reason why silver is up over 50% on the year and gold is up over 30% on the year because of all the question marks in the world right now. So consider it to be a negative asset. You start to lose some value on your home or something. The housing bubble pops or whatever. Silver will go up in price and it will help you get through those hard times. Now, besides these three that I have mentioned, there is a lot of other reasons why anyone would want to get into silver. It could be just the sole fact that you want to be able to pass something to your kids, to your grandkids. That is a very honorable thing. And silver, who knows what can happen by the time your kids are grown up or your grandkids are grown up. Where do you think silver will be? Where do you think gold will be? Just look at how much silver is being used in technology, how much gold is being used in technology. That should be a prime indicator on where the silver price is going, the value of silver and gold is going. So just imagine all those years when your kids are growing up and your grandkids, a lot can happen, and you're passing them a awesome collection and something that can be considered somewhat of a legacy. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have any more questions, put those in the comments as well. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.